Alright, I'm gonna stick with the bikes for this one. Those are the times, flame runner, Mario bikes, shooting storage, etc. Let's move on to the next class of vehicles. Now this one, I want to play Mario. Did I even do any of these? Sneakster, yes. Standard bike. Mach bike is not done. I think I did the Zip Zip as well. I don't remember. I'm gonna do the Sneakster. I need some inside drift bike. I'm going crazy. This should be in the ballpark of the flame runner. It's a mid-weight, so I'm gonna get a little bit. I'm gonna lose a little bit of time everywhere, but I could also make up a lot of time just for the fact that I played kind of poorly. I think the Mach bike could use a very slight rebalance. Very slight. And now that I'm warmed up, that low trick is a lot easier to get. I think I actually buffed the mini turbo too. It's near minuscule, but it definitely was buffed by a few points. I do remember doing that. Buff the weight on the more. Well, I think the Mach bike is getting a buff just by the fact that all the mid weights are getting a buff. So it's buffed by association. I can't even do a realignment thing there. The mini turbo's so short. My alignments are a bit rough with this thing. 50.7. That's tied with the shooting star. Okay, there's something wrong with my either my controller or something I'm doing wrong. I'm bouncing a lot. I'm not supposed to bounce this much. Oh, I hit that, damn. How am I managing the character stats? Difficult. They're very difficult. Keeping a track of, like, all the different stuff. At this point, I don't even know what certain characters have. I'll have to remind myself by looking up the sheet. I should also probably stop soft drifting some of these corners. Oh, hello. I need to stop soft drifting some of these. I'm losing quite a bit of time because a lot of these corners you don't actually need to soft drift, especially with this thing. How do you get 3 here? I'm getting sidetracked, but you're supposed to be able to get 3 tricks, not 2. It might just be worth holding the drift, honestly, if I'm gonna get bounced around like that. Okay, well that's a 0.8. Why am I so slow? I never really put into consideration mini turbo might actually have a big part on this track. Oh, that was nice. Well, my logic is as long as everything is consistent and it's the same driver, then the time should stay consistent with each other. Nope, I can't get that. That's 50.2. If I don't mess up that... hello. If I don't mess up that ending section with dropping the wheelie, like where the 3 thwomps are and the jump, I can make a point here there. It's just harder with the Sneakster because you get less time to align for things. DVG, are you the guy who commented on my YouTube channel, the second channel? Because if so, yes, I would like to make a texture pack. Once I find, like, where all the textures come from. Because half the textures, I don't know who made them, I don't know where they come from. And I don't know about you, but if I made a texture and someone used it and put it in a pack, I'd like to get some credit for that. So I'd like to figure out, like, the creators of all the texture packs and stuff. Please, that's impossible. You cannot, you need 2 drifts. Well, that's the situation right now. I want to find out, which, you know, I've been busy with a lot of things. Working on the texture pack, working on my vehicle mods and stuff. Yeah, when I get around to it, I'd love to make a texture pack, yeah. I like my current texture packs too. This one, the ones that are a bit more extravagant, I'm a little on the fence about. But I don't want everything to just be like a nighttime texture pack. God, I cannot stay off the walls. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, chat. There has been this dilemma, which is kind of like the whole reason why I started making the Rebalance pack. I've always had this dilemma, you see, where I absolutely could not get myself to play anything but the Flame Runner. And I've always been like that, and as every game I play, I always play the best character. Not because I'm a tier list monster, but I noticed that I tend to prefer the top tier players, like the top tier vehicles in every game. Instead of Melee, when I first played Melee, I played Fox. Not because I thought Fox was good, but because I thought Fox was fun to play. And then later on, I found out that Fox was one of the best characters in the game. When I played Val, I played Omen, which I did not know at the time, but later on when they played in a professional league, Omen had a 100% pick rate on every single map for the post VCT. When I play Mario Kart, I played the Flame Runner. Granted, I played King Boo, but actually nowadays, I actually prefer playing Funky Kong because Funky Kong feels more fun to play. I'm not kidding you. It made everyone's like, oh, you play Funky Kong because, you know, you're sweaty, you only play the best character. No. I play Funky Kong because he's legitimately fun to play. He just feels smooth to play. Every game I play, I'm like that. I have this thing where I'm like always attracted to like the best vehicle or the best characters in whatever game variety that might be. I've always been I'm just instinctively attracted to good things. And it's very difficult for me to play anything other than that. So that's what the Rebalance pack actually started with. I was like, I realized that I enjoy playing the Flame Runner, but not everyone enjoys playing the Flame Runner. And they want to see their vehicles get buffed up to some degree. And I'm like, how do I do that? How do I get myself to stop playing the Flame Runner? So far, hasn't worked. I still want to play... right now, I want to go back and play the Flame Runner. It's just the best. It's legitimately the most fun vehicle to play. I want to play Funky Kong Flame Runner. It's not because he's the best character in the game. No. He literally is the most fun vehicle and combination to play when you play at a certain level, which is the level that I play at and above. He's just that much fun to play. It's kind of annoying, actually. I don't know why, though. Most of the time, it's all preference for what you want, and the balanced characters slash vehicles are always attractive for certain people, yeah. And it's annoying, because I used to play Omen and everyone would fight for Omen. And I'm like, I just want to play my favorite character, man. I want to play the character that I feel comfortable with and I feel good with. And then when I play Funky Kong, everyone's like, it's boring to see Funky Kong play all the time. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't help it. I prefer playing Funky Kong. It just feels right to play. He feels planted, feels controlled. Like, even with my hands holding, whenever I play Melee, I still play Fox. Because even though I'm a better Morph player, I like playing Fox. There's a reason I fight for McCree whenever I play for Overwatch. I will literally fight for McCree. Pokemon Unite. Probably it's the most recent game that I played so far. My favorite character to play is Greninja, and I will not be surprised if Greninja is one of the best characters in the game. I haven't even looked at a tier list yet, and I don't even know if they're gonna make it competitive or not. But when it comes to DPS, I would not be surprised that Greninja and Lucario are up there. It's frustrating. I actually wish sometimes that my favorite characters are bad. Sometimes I wish that, just so people don't pick them. No shot, he is? It's frustrating. You see my problem here. People have problems with like, oh, I like this character, but he's trash. And he's not viable, so I have to pick someone else. I never had that problem. Well, enough me being a big baby. Let's actually get back to some, testing some vehicles.